what we are so afraid of. Is baseball on its way back? And lady hysterics.
Welcome to the Hopefulist, a daily talk show hosted by veteran broadcaster Wendy McClure. Join Wendy each day as she shares her life lessons that transformed her from perpetual pessimist to the ultimate hopefulist. The perfect morning show to get you caught up on the day's top stories while sharing insights that will lead to positive transformation and bring out the hopefulist in you. For more inspiration, visit Hopefulist.com. And now, here's your host and hopefulist, Wendy McClure.
Hello, and welcome to Tuesday. It is May 12th, 2020, day 240 of Gotta Get on Ellen. Some exciting news. Baseball may be on its way back. They're saying early July, we could be watching baseball. I don't even like baseball, and I'm like, bring it. Let's do this. Let's have something new to watch. Been watching reruns of old Super Bowls and stuff on the weekends. It's, there's like nothing going on. So they are voting on it today. Apparently the Players Association, I had heard some rumblings that there was some dissatisfaction that they were asking them to take a reduced salary. This season is being cut in half. I don't know why that would be an issue. I don't know. I get it. You depend on your salary. You depend on the money that you have coming in. But at the same time, we're all struggling a little bit right now. We're all making concessions. Don't let us down, players. Don't let us down. Joe was a little late getting to work today, about 10 minutes. So, of course, I thought he was dead. What is it with women? And I'm going to go out on a limb and say it is mostly a woman thing that when somebody doesn't check in when they're supposed to, you automatically go to the worst case scenario. I'm like, well, he got into a car accident and he's dead. That's what happened, obviously. He's gone. It's crazy. Like, it could have been anything. Could have got stuck at the bridge for a bridge opening. I knew he was stopping at Wawa today. Maybe there was a long line. There's all kinds of reasons why he's a little late getting to work this morning. But nope. Immediately in my mind, he's dead. Oh my God, he's dead. I know that the women especially do this when it comes to their kids. So, and men, for the most part, even when it's their kids, they're like, they're fine. They're fine. They'll be home. Don't worry about it. I've tried to explain this to Joe that mostly on his way home, which he does get stuck in traffic a little bit more on the way home from work than he does on the way there. I've tried to explain to him that we all always go to this worst case scenario and that if he is running late to just please shoot me a text. Just let me know. So I'm not staring at the clock going, he's dead. It's off in a ditch. Oh, it's always in a ditch, too. Oh, my gosh, he went off in a ditch, hit a tree, dead. Yeah. All right, I'm good now because he's at work. He's fine. Not dead, completely fine. I think I'm going to venture out to Walmart today. I heard through the grapevine that my local Walmart has Clorox wipes. I need some of those bad boys. I heard they even have the 3-pack. Yeah. I typically get the orange scent. I don't love lemon. Don't love it. But I do love the orange. The orange, very difficult to find for some reason. A lot of times it comes in the 3-pack with also the regular scent and the lemon scent. A friend of mine hooked me up with a container of Lysol wipes or Clorox wipes or whatever, whichever ones they are, a couple of weeks back. Big tub, too. Big container. Really helped me out. Lemon, it's fine. Beggars can't be choosy, right? So I've been trying to be very conservative with them. And I heard that they had a pretty decent stock of them yesterday. I was also informed that Walmart was dead. So I'm hopeful there will still be some Clorox or Lysol wipes when I get there today. Some other things that I need as well. Figure I might as well. What I mostly need is sugar. I need sugar for my coffee. I use stevia, and I use the actual Walmart brand. Much, much cheaper than the regular stuff. Like stevia in the raw. I used to use that. Very expensive. Splenda, what have you. I found a Walmart brand, and it looks and feels more like sugar than anything I've ever used in the past. Like, Sweet and Low, it's like powder, right? This is not. They're actual sugar crystals, and they smell really sweet. And I really, really enjoy this particular brand of stevia. So if you're in the market for some stevia, check out Walmart's brand. Very inexpensive as well, which is a huge bonus. I wish that I could get some hair dye at Walmart. I'm sure that I probably can. I can't do my own hair, but boy, oh boy, am I in need of a hair salon. I don't even care anymore. I'm just letting the roots all hang out. Put my hair in a ponytail. A lot of times I'll wear my hair with just like a little ponytail in the back, which means that, my hair is parted. And then, so you can see like every single centimeter, millimeter of how long my gray roots are. I don't care anymore. Walking around the backyard yesterday, talking to my neighbor. Had a friend stop by to pick something up. I'm like, just letting you know, I'm not getting dress day today. And I didn't even bother with the headband or any of that stuff. You know what? I'm not the only one. I am not the only one walking around with gray roots. I don't care anymore. I need my hair salon. I did see they posted, the hair salon I go to in Pennsylvania posted something yesterday on Facebook saying to keep in mind that when they are allowed to reopen, we're all going to have to be wearing masks. So if you have masks that are going around your head, like the back of your head, keep in mind you're probably going to need something different for the hair salon. You're going to need something that just goes around the ears. Then it's probably going to get hair dye all over your mask, around the ear part. Because I got to tell you, they're a little sloppy with that hair dye. You just got to slop it all over. I have little splotches of hair dye all over my forehead when I come home from getting my hair done. What are you going to do? They're all like that. They're all like that. I just need to get there. I don't care. I'd be willing to give up a permanent face mask just so that I can get my hair did. Because it's looking pretty sad. Today's topic, a popular one. Hello, would you rather have a cheesesteak or would you rather have a hoagie? It was kind of a landslide. Not kind of a landslide. It was a landslide. Cheesesteak. Everybody wants cheesesteaks. Jim says cheesesteak every time and not with that cheese whiz crap that Pats and Geno's use. Good old American cheese. That's the way I like it too. My favorite is Jim's on South Street. Just American cheese, no onions for me. But people do like the whiz. Diane says cheesesteak with extra whiz. I know that both Lori and Andy both said with whiz. Anything else interesting here? We got a couple of cheaters that said cheesesteak hoagie. That's kind of cheating. Whatever. Megan says California chicken cheesesteak. I don't get into the chicken cheesesteaks. That's not a cheesesteak. No, not a cheesesteak. Kimberly gave me her order. She says, I would like turkey, provolone, lettuce, tomato, light mayo, and light vinegar. Coming right up. Marcy says veggie hoagie. Very healthy. But yeah, overwhelmingly, cheesesteaks. We like not that hoagies are good for you, because they're not, but they might be a little bit not as bad for you as a cheesesteak. I like them both. We make our own cheesesteaks here at home when we have a certain bread. We use the take and bake bread. My sister-in-law taught me how to make these. I've talked about them before. We get the take and bake bread. It's really crispy on the outside, soft on the inside, and my husband is almost as good as my sister-in-law when it comes to making the cheesesteaks, and I just prefer them over any out-and-about cheesesteaks. Here at the Jersey Shore, we don't really have any place that's famous for cheesesteaks, say like Philly is. I have had them at the Porthole. Not bad, I gotta say. One time I was at the Porthole, one of my favorite dive bars here on LBI, and I had asked the server, I'm really stuck between a cheeseburger and a cheesesteak. Which one do you think? I do that a lot. Are you one of those people? Do you ask for the opinion of the people that work there? Because sometimes it really seems to throw them. If you remember my ice cream pie from last weekend, we couldn't decide which flavor we wanted. So I asked her, I said, which one would you pick? And she just seemed kind of, me? Oh, well, I figure they know the product better than anybody, right? So when I had asked if I should get the cheeseburger or the cheesesteak at the Porthole one day, and I've had the cheeseburger there a million times. I just was kind of in a mood for a cheesesteak, but I wasn't sure how good they were because I don't think I'd ever had one before. And without hesitation, she said cheesesteak. So I figured that was the way to go. And that is what I did do. And you know what? It was pretty darn good. The cheesesteak to me all depends on the bread. You have to have the right bread. Here in Jersey, they toast all of their bread. Whether it be a cheeseburger or a pork roll sandwich or a cheesesteak or even sometimes on a hoagie. I don't know. No, don't. I don't want it. I don't want it grilled. I don't want it toasted. I don't want it hard and crunchy. I want it soft and supple. I'm hungry. Moving on to today's blog post. What we are so afraid of. Do you know what fear stands for? No, seriously. Do you know what fear stands for? False evidence appearing real. That's not what really it stands for. That's what us personal growth people claim it stands for. You get what I'm saying. False evidence appearing real. As we continue to talk about fear, we have to really discover what we're afraid of. What have been some of your biggest fears? What are some things that keep you up at night? Losing a job, a spouse, a partner, your money, how people see us. How people see us is the first fear I want to address. I know I sound like a broken record. Bear with me. But getting over my fear of feeling silly and or what other people thought of me was the number one thing that held me back. And once I got over it, it's the number one thing that skyrocketed my happiness. So indulge me. It's not because I no longer worry about what people think about me. I do, but I care more about what I think of me. When we realize there are some people who are going to find negative things to say about us, regardless of what we do, it's a lot easier to live our own purpose. Who cares if someone thinks what you're doing is silly? Do you think it's silly? You just do you. I wake up full of excitement and enthusiasm almost every day. And it doesn't get much better than that. In fact, I feel kind of bad for those who won't embrace personal growth because they think, I think they're missing out on the best part of life. The one that comes with satisfaction, fulfillment, and pure joy. If people think that is silly, then I think I don't need to worry about what they think. It's not always easy to make the switch. You don't wake up suddenly not caring at all what people think of you. It's a process, but the quicker the process, the quicker the happiness comes along. According to my buddy, Brendan Bouchard, there are 4 types of fears, and one of them is the fear of rejection. That is what we're talking